up, y'all?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That on Mad as Hell Monday. We got Christians beheaded in Africa and a possible collab with Disturbed and Kendrick. You know, Christians being beheaded for faith, you know, pretty much the same way Christians had did other people. You know, persecution in which everybody had gotten from each side. So, our smoke of the Ep, hype sticks, smoke of the Ep, hype sticks, watermelon slushy, House of Ding. Go to that spot, good deals, good smoke. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, it's disturbing no matter what end you look at it when people get murdered for their faith. Regardless of what your faith is, you shouldn't be traumatized for it. You shouldn't be persecuted for any of your religion. I don't care whether or not you're Muslim, whether or not you're Christian, whether or not you're Buddhist, anything of that sort. It shouldn't matter who you believe in or anything of the sort. None of that. But 70 people were rounded up from, Lubar district. It was on February 13th.
They were brought, Valentine's Day.
Day before Valentine's Day killings almost. Wow. I swear. They were brought to a church in one of the villages of Kasanga. They were tied up and then beheaded.
Beheaded?
Women, children, and men beheaded. Now, allegedly, local Islamic militants wouldn't let the Christian leaders bury their dead for 5 days.
That's going too far. You wouldn't let them even bury the bodies for 5 full days?
Now, it's allegedly, what's being read, it's read
what
from
was the purpose?
It's 95% of the people that live there in the Dominican Republic are Christian.
Okay.
Now, is the Nation of Islam or ISIS or whatnot, they are a fraction off of, I believe, Muslim beliefs, whatnot. But I feel that they go more by Old Testament beliefs.
So they killed, this was basically what they call it's a religious
religious hate crime of some sort. Now, Open Doors U.S. reports again that 90% of the people that are living there are Christian. And now, allegedly, Muslims want Christians to convert. Basically, is what it is. Basically, doing what Christians have done. Just more of a brutal way.
So if you don't convert, I'm gonna chop your head off?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Basically, when you think about it, no different than how Christians had persecuted other people.
That's crazy.
And it's sad that, even the kids had to be persecuted in that sense as well. Now, according to Open Doors U.S., over 380 million Christians worldwide face a high level of persecution and discrimination because of their faith. Something that, in my opinion, Christians have done for years. A lot of Christians have persecuted Muslim beliefs. A lot of people go do certain things in the name of Jesus or in the name of Christianity when it comes to other religions. But the moment that it is turned back upon them, it's always, I want to cry wolf.
Yeah.
But sadly,
no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Now, it was worse than the 2014 slaughter of the rabbis, if you recall.
She had to remind me about that.
Back in 2014, it was actually, like in every group you have an offshoot of somebody evil. You had a group of Palestinian people who went to rabbi's sanctuary, just like the ISIS went to there and took them to a church and slaughtered them. They slaughtered the rabbis in midst of prayer. Personally, again, I do not care who or what you believe in. Your place of worship is sanctuary. Period. Off limits. Off limits. I don't care who you are. That is sanctuary for everybody.
That's no bueno. That should be just off limits. First of all, in my humble opinion, places of worship, women and children, honor and respect.
But sadly, in some places,
there's a code, there's a moral code, and killing women and children in a church and not letting them bury the dead for 5 days, that's not in the code.
But
nowhere in the code.
No code for war.
That shouldn't even be a part of war. Cutting off the heads of women and children, that incites more violence.
It does.
That doesn't make your point and say, you know what, we should leave these people alone. No. Violence begets violence, and that type of violence begets that type of violence.
I'm going to say it like this. Don't be surprised after something like this happens. What do you think that sad orange man is going to do in office?
All I can tell you is every action has a reaction.
So I'm hoping and I'm praying for all the innocent people that are over there. I mean, they're already talking about drone strikes in Mexico.
Dude, because the one thing that I can say I do not agree with 98.7% of what Trump says. But him being a street sweeper to make his point, when he says what he says and he stands on business and you don't bring them hostages back, you just did what? Oh, the man is for no games. The man is not to be, you cannot negotiate with this man. This man is for the shits. He is for the shits.
And
so
sadly, I feel that something bad is going to happen.
Something bad about to go down.
Because at the end of the day, you notice when he made that threat, when it came to that threat of if these hostages are not released by the time all hell, you see that those hostages were released, right?
Because they know what he about. And they know
sadly,
he ain't playing.
There's going to be a lot more innocent lives lost.
And the thing is
because of somebody else's disgusting.
Hey, you know.
I mean, like I said, when the rabbit has the gun,
yeah, that's
the thing
that scares. That's the thing that scares these other countries.
What scares me
is the fact know we scared of this fool, and he for us, and we scared of his crazy ass. So you know they scared of him. You know they don't. You know they know he ain't got no goddamn sense. Cause we over here, and we know he ain't got no damn sense.
Got no sense. So I'm really praying.
So I'm just hoping that y'all calm down.
Whatever it is, you guys get them under control for the sake of everybody else
over there.
Because nobody, I repeat, nobody deserves to be taken to their place of worship, tied up, and beheaded. Nobody deserves that.
Now,
not you.
Segue from that as smoothly as we can, because that was dealing with American issues. We're gonna go into that was going into issues.
Africa.
Oh, that was
in Africa.
But we were talking about political issues.
There you go.
Okay, so being the political issues, I am, of course, wearing the right shirt. This is the Isaiah Bradley Captain America shirt. And so I will talk about what I talked about on one of the other episodes, which was how they tried to undercut Sam Wilson, Falcon, Captain America now. They tried to undercut him, and everyone has been having mixed reviews. I've seen a lot of very credible reviewers talking about, oh, well, you know, It's not getting off to as good a start, and this and that, and I don't know if Sam's the right cap, and well,
Stan Lee thought so.
Stan Lee thought so. Kevin Feige thought so. You want to know what? Marvel Comics thought so.
AKA Stan Lee thought so.
Because Sam became Cap in the comics. It was called that was a phase of Marvel Comics called Marvel Now. Jane Foster became Thor. She was on the Avengers team in Marvel Now. Kamala Khan came out of Marvel Now. Miles Morales came out of Marvel Now. Now, if you're seeing a theme here,
it's called diversity.
It's called diversity. It's called inclusion. We even had Hulkling and Wiccan. Hulkling and Wiccan from the New Avengers ended up getting married because it was about inclusion in Marvel Now. So for all those people out there that are saying, oh, I don't know about this Captain America movie and this, that, and the other, I just want to report to you guys. Hold on. I was going into my rant, but I want to report to you guys.
Can't even call it Trusty Dusty no more.
No, it's not the Trusty Dusty because it's a new phone because the Trusty Dusty died. R.I.P. Mm-hmm. All right. Captain America. Brave New World. Starring Anthony Mackie. A black man as Captain America. Has reached a total of $206 million so far at the box office.
Okay, that was more than what they thought.
$206 million. Okay, so it is now out of the woods where people are like, oh, it's comparable to Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. It's comparable to the Marvels, which was one of the worst. Out of all 35 movies that Marvel has done in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Marvels is arguably one of the worst offerings that they did. So, I just want to let y'all know, Captain America is Captain America. Stars and stripes, no blonde hair, no blue eyes, but he's still there. And unfortunately, because I don't agree with him not taking the super soldier serum, his only superpower is that he believes we can do better.
And honestly, I genuinely believe we can.
I agree with him.
I know
we can do better than what I be rapping about when I be reporting being ghetto CNN and the stuff that we report on here. I know damn well we as a people,
can
black,
do a lot
white, Mexican, Asian, everybody, we can do a lot better.
Everybody can do better.
We can do a lot better.
We can do better.
I agree with Sam.
So,
big up to Captain America.
Yes. Yes. Good job on that. Oh. Or. There we go. That is
now we swing it back to you, Pots.
Alright, so collaboration time, hopefully. And I agree with it. I think it would be because music is music. Music should be loved by everybody. Whether or not you like a certain genre, perfectly fine. But music is poetry and it is not owned by anybody. Period.
No, it isn't.
Period. Eminem shows you guys that. But anyways. On to what it is, a collaboration between Kendrick Lamar and Disturbed. Okay, now, as we know, you had, back in the day, you had Run DMC and Aerosmith. Which did what? Run DMC and Aerosmith did what?
Walk this way!
Okay.
Talk this way!
And Anthrax and Public Enemy did Bring the Noise.
Bring the Noise!
Bring the Noise. Now,
yeah,
also,
boy!
Another one that I did forget to bring up is Nelly and Garth Brooks. Country and rap.
That worked pretty good. That worked
phenomenal.
pretty good.
Look it up. I don't have to tell you what it is. Just look it up.
I can't remember the words to it. But I remember it being a hit.
The man was left with an ice cube tray.
I remember it being a hit.
That's it. She left. She took everything except the ice cube tray. Now, David Draymond wants to do a crossover track with Kendrick Lamar, kind of doing like a Walk This Way and whatnot kind of style.
Jay-Z did a song with somebody too once before. It was a rock and roll group or like a Green Day or somebody, and he did I forget what song it was. But it was
Jay-Z
very
collaborating with a white
popular.
person.
It was very popular. So I don't know why it's even a discussion. If Kendrick or
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park, there you go. I don't even know why it's a discussion. If hip hop and R&B and hip hop and rock and roll and hip hop and metal, if they want to mesh, let them do it.
So be it.
Shut up and enjoy the music.
Now, basically what he tells Q101, it's something we've actually been thinking about pretty seriously. And Kendrick is way at the top of the list, obviously, for obvious reasons. Why wouldn't he be? He's hot.
He's hot right now.
But of course people feel as if they're trying to ride the gravy train. I'm sorry, Disturbed has been around for how long? They've been on the gravy train for quite some time.
Collaboration is the spice of life in music. When someone is hot, everyone wants to get warm. So.
See, we have this track. It's part of this new group of material, this new album that we have under our belt. And it's basically like the modern day Walk This Way or Bring the Noise. It's very much like that. It's about unity.
Ooh.
It's all about bringing people together.
Yes.
Now, the idea used to be something that was found in a niche, very much on the fringes, and now it is the center of the discussion. Now, oh, that was the wrong one. Haha.
It was the wrong one.
Alright, because I didn't even,
Womp womp.
apparently I did not send the screenshots to my phone, you guys, so my bad.
Womp womp.
But basically they wanted something to be, about unity, because it's something that we very much so lack.
And
need. And is also being destroyed on both ends.
Yep.
It's not just one
Trolls
type
are
of people.
trolling everyone on social media,
Right.
and they are hopping in these
Yes.
little arguments that y'all are
Yes,
having, and they're
yes.
putting jumper cables on both sides, backs,
talking about
and sleeping with a
liberal,
smile
liberal
on their
this
face.
and this that, and it's like, okay, so they were all just as guilty as each other. Yeah, Trump's racist, and so is Biden. What's your point? He's the reason why. How many black people are locked up right now? By what law did he do? By what one did he vote for? And you think he was really for you? I'm sorry, you guys. Harris never claimed that she was black until presidency.
That's a whole nother
That
conversation.
to me is a problem. Because if you are honestly, if you don't feel that comfortable in your skin to be able to be proud of who you are until you were about to become president, you're not for the people. I'm sorry, you're just not. But for people to sit there and say that they're trying to jump the gravy train and all this other good jazz now that Kendrick is up. Kendrick has been up a long time. It's y'all who have not given him the credit.
Facts.
Okay, it was not until the beef between Drake and Kendrick did y'all really start paying attention to him, because he started going after your little R&B singer. That's when you noticed him. Now, some of y'all have noticed him for quite some time. Especially on the Grammys. If you remember him performing on the Grammys, but I bet you don't. Because he wasn't hot to anybody until the Drake beef. So for somebody that wants to collab with him and has made it so outspoken about exactly what the ideal is for, and you guys want to trash it, that's on you. You're missing out on good music.
Now, next up, on my side of the coin,
I can't believe I missed some screenshots on that. I'm sorry, guys.
is something that is actually close to your boy, because this happened in Detroit. So the other day, a friend of mine, it was sometime about 4 days ago, a friend of mine came up to the job, and they were like, we got to talking, and they were like, how's your mom? And I'm like, yeah, she's good. It's like, I hope she didn't get caught in any of that flooding, did she? And I'm like, flooding? The first thing I thought of was, my mom's not anywhere near any large mass of water. So I just kind of shrugged it off. I was like, yeah, she's fine. So then I find out that a major water main break in southwest Detroit on February 17th left hundreds of residents in freezing conditions. The break happened about 3:30 a.m. when a 54-inch steel pipe originally built in the 1930s ruptured.
Wow.
Now this is during the time that down here, if you saw some of my earlier shorts, you saw a whole bunch of snow get dropped on us here in Michigan. Okay, so we got
some original Michigan
yeah,
weather
we got
coming.
some for real original Michigan
And
weather.
freezing temps.
So the freezing temps mixed with that water main bursting led to, I'm gonna have to put some of the pictures on the 16 TVs Don't Do That Facebook page. Make sure you put that in the search bar and come check us out. We'll let you in there, but be nice.
I'll cuss you out.
Be nice or
out.
you will get kicked off the page. We do not play that disrespectful stuff. Enjoy everybody's post. If you don't enjoy it, scroll past it. No beef. But I'm gonna have to put some pictures in there where there is literally like cars that are like flooded up to the door handle.
Yeah.
And the temperatures and the snow, like it's like they're frozen underwater. Those cars will probably never be able to be serviceable
And
again.
it probably shows too on how much the state of Michigan has lacked.
And replacing
And-
stuff. If
No,
that thing-
no, it just seems when it comes to Detroit, to me, that they seem to have always gotten the ass end of the stick on everything.
That's up to the politicians to. But
I
you
know
what?
that they had a whole ass on the stick that's in prison now. Why do you think that most of the shit's the way it is?
It's like.
But the thing is why 1930s?
Yeah, since that if it's
1930s,
that's like.
Wow, that's
like
over. That's 90.
Yeah, that's almost a century, man. Like
Almost
nobody,
100 years.
Nobody went down there and like nobody's been like surveying and looking around and saying, "Hey, these might need to be changed in the next couple of years."
I was
like real talk, like no,
how?
for real.
Like
these
how?
need to be changed.
Like how? Like at first I was like, how? Like, are you sure it wasn't more than just a water main?
Man,
because
the pictures.
There's no like it was literally.
It looked like
going like this.
Do you remember that movie with Dennis Quaid and Jake Gyllenhaal? The Day After Tomorrow.
Yes.
That's how parts of Detroit was looking. Cars buried under ice and snow and frost like it's a goddamn movie. We gotta do better. We gotta do better.
There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way.
That pipe shit.
I'm waiting to see how many people have passed from the cold.
We'll have an update
because
on that.
I guarantee you there's going to be some
I'm sure
harm's
there
way.
were some casualties. I'm sure there was. That's crazy.
And it's sad.
You got anything else?
I'm done. I got all of it.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we just wanted to come and have y'all check us out here on Mad as Hell Monday. Make sure you check us out on all the different shows, shorts on the channel.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, ding, 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 and you get notified each and every time that we drop new content. So there may not have been a little bit of content for a couple of days because old Dusty did die.
Yeah.
So until next time, guys, for Wicked Wednesday, we'll see you then. Pieces.